Todd Newton Show and www.toddnewtononline.com, where you can connect with me on social media, order my books, and check out the blog Todd Newton Speaks. You know, guys, it's been a while since we've had a dating expert on the show, so I thought we'd really give you a contemporary slant with it and go 2014 on you with the bad boy of dating himself, YouTube sensation, Mr. Lucario. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How's everything with you?
Well, everything is good on this end, buddy. We have countless male individuals glued to their smartphones, their tablets, their computers right now, waiting for you to spread the gospel here, man. And I would venture to say, Mr. Lucario, you know this as well as I do. You know there are women listening right now just waiting to see how much we know about them, you know?
Right. It's true.
All right, so let me give folks the rundown here. First of all, your website is mrlucario.com, and you've got a few books out, pretty interesting titles. They say that the title is the main selling point. I think you've done a pretty good job here with this. You've got The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. I like that one. And then you've got one for women here. It's Your Fault You're Single. Tips on Finding Mr. Right. All right.
That's the stuff right there.
Are you more focused on dating or relationships? Because they're two different things.
Yeah, I mean, basically both. You know, I focus on both because I want to help people, you know, where they're at and where they want to go. So some people they're like, I want to just learn more about how to get more dates. Some people want to get into, like, you know, committed relationships. So whatever they're trying to do, you know, I'm trying to be there to help them out. So
okay,
that's how that goes. I just started actually doing YouTube videos at first, and then people started emailing me for my YouTube videos, and then I started getting websites hitting me up to write articles for them, and it kind of like snowballed from there.
First of all, before we get to tips, what are the mistakes most guys make? Because the difference between a successful man or woman and an unsuccessful man or woman are not always the things you do. There's some of the things that you don't do. So what are some of the, first of all, a couple of the mistakes that guys make when they're looking to meet women?
I think one of the big mistakes guys make when they try to meet women is they think too much about what they're going to say to a woman when they approach them. So they see a girl they want to talk to and they say, okay, like, you know, they're like, oh, she looks good, I want to talk to her. So they're taking up so much time and building up the situation that they make it really like, you know, this anxiety comes up. So I always tell guys, when you see a woman you want to talk to, just, you know, go up and approach. I call it basically the Band-Aid method. You know, when you want to take off a Band-Aid, you just rip it off really quick so you get it over with. So it's the same thing. As soon as you see a woman, you just go up and you start talking. Don't worry about what you're going to say, because what you need to say is going to come out once you're there. So it's like when you're building it up too much, you mess yourself up. You start to get nervous. You start to get all this anxiety, and you bring that anxiety to the interaction with the woman.
I think a lot of guys, Mr. Lucario, from MrLucario.com, by the way, I think a lot of guys, they fear regretting what they say. They fear that they're going to say something that they wish they could take back. When, you know, and I'm in my 40s now, and I've dated my share over the years, you know. I think the only I never regret anything that I've ever said to a woman. But I certainly regret missed opportunities. You know, I regret maybe not saying something to certain women at some point.
Exactly. So you're just talking to a person. So just think of it like that and make it flow, you know?
Well, I think Hollywood is to blame for a lot of that, because we think that every line we deliver has to be straight out of a romantic comedy. We think we have to speak like Hugh Grant. You know, everything has to be a one-liner every single time. Okay. What are a couple of the most effective tips from your book, The Magnificent 10?
I talk about don't feel ashamed for being a man, because now, you know, nowadays in today's society, you know, a lot of guys are ashamed for, you know, feeling like, you know, sexual towards women, as far as like if you're out in the street and you see a woman and you think she's attractive and you're checking her out, a lot of times people, you know, they say, oh, you're sexually objectifying women and that's wrong and don't do that and you need to be a gentleman. So I always tell guys, like, don't feel ashamed for your masculinity. Don't feel ashamed for doing that, because, you know, when you own up to, you know, who you are and what you're about, it makes it easier for you to attract women, because when you start to, you know, own up to it, it's easier for you to start talking to girls and feel good about actually, you know, doing what you want to do. So that's one of the tips. Another tip I have for guys is basically just to date a lot of women. Because a lot of, you know, when you date a lot of women, it up your chances to actually find, you know, specific type of girls you like, but also it helps you out with your game and your dating game to, you know, surround yourself with a lot of women, because you start to learn, you know, more things about yourself when it comes to, you know, dating and relationships and stuff like that.
Would that also apply to women? I mean, women should also take advantage of dating different men. I mean, right?
Of course, yeah, definitely.
As long as you're single and you haven't committed yourself to someone, you haven't agreed to take part in a monogamous relationship, I believe you should meet as many people and spend time and explore as many people as possible. Relationships in 2014, man, are a lot more difficult. I mean, our attention spans are shorter because of the internet and all these sites and these apps like Tinder. Now we have options that we've never had before. So you really owe it to yourself, and I think to your future partner, to learn what you want and what you don't want. When you decide that a relationship is kind of not even a relationship, but when you decide that it's not going to go any further, how do you address that? What's the proper way in this day and age? What do women and or men expect as far as someone saying, you know what, thank you, but no thank you?
And I think if you're as honest as possible, you know, I think it's better for both people, for you as a person, because if you're as honest as possible, it's like it's helping you to, you know, get in the habit of being honest, and then also that person can, you know, they'll respect the fact that you're being honest with them. Because a lot of times what happens is that people they'll say, well, this isn't working out, but then they'll just automatically cut off this person without saying anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the person is left wondering, like, you know, what's really going on. So they don't really learn anything. And then you yourself, if you're not saying anything, you're not really being honest with them. And then it's not really developing yourself as a person that's being honest. So when you're entering a new relationship, you understand, you're not really being honest with new people in your new relationship. So I think when you just, you know, if you just be straightforward, be honest, and let them know, hey, you know, this is what it is, you know, even though they might be upset, they might be, you know, kind of sad, because if they're really feeling you, you know, they might be like, damn, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they can respect that, you know, that you actually came forward and said, okay, this is what it is. And, you know, you guys can just go your separate ways and do what you got to do.
I'll agree with you, and then I'll add something to it, if I may.
Right.
Mr. Lucario from New York City, MrLucario.com. That's MrLocario.com. I think that I've probably got a few years. Are you in your 30s, 20s, 30s?
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm 33. Yeah.
Okay, 33. Okay, I'm 44. So what you said is perfect for people in their 20s and 30s. I'm going to throw it to you. Whenever somebody comes to you in their 40s, I want you to throw this at them, okay? Now, what you said is exactly right. If there's been some sort of connection made, and that connection could be made in one date, it could be, you know, it could have taken the course of, you know, 3 months to develop. But when there's a connection, I believe an in-person discussion is required. Here's why. Because when you just let something fizzle out, when you say, you know what, that person, she might be nice, but she's not for me, and you don't ever contact her or respond to her again, here's what happens. And I've been guilty of this, so this comes from experience. Here's what happens. She conjures up, or he, whatever the case may be, conjures up an ending. Everybody has to have an ending to the story, okay? Mm-hmm. And when you, through your lack of response, allow that person to create their own ending to the story, you're going to end up looking really bad. Because when someone is going to make up their own ending, they're going to make an ending that makes them perfect and the victim here. It can't be their fault. It's got to be because this person is an insensitive jerk, right? If you show her the respect, you look like a hero and you look like a nice guy. Let's talk about your book. It's Your Fault You're Single: Tips on Finding Mr. Right. What do ladies need to know about finding a really good guy? Because most of us are smelly, hairy animals. We're beasts. We're carnivores. How can a nice lady find a nice man, Mr. Lucario?
First, women have to understand how men are and understand how we act and understand what we're about, because a lot of times, since women don't understand how we are, they misinterpret, what we do and what we mean by the things that we're doing while we're with them. So then when they misinterpret these things, then it's harder for them to, really stick around or make things happen with a, specific guy. So I always tell women that they have to really study up on what men are and how we act and how we operate, so that they can better understand us, so that they can better communicate with us. Because a lot of times the reason why that, a woman might not get a man or get the type of guy she wants is not necessarily because that guy didn't want her. It's because she didn't want him because of something that she thought that he did. You have the ability to take responsibility for your love life and for your dating life, because a lot of times women are presented with man after man after man that actually are, these guys are interested in them, but a lot of women aren't seeing that, or they think, they're trying to look for the perfect guy, or if this guy does this or that, they're like, oh, he's not, a good guy, whatever it is. So they come up with all these different reasons as to why they can't be with this specific guy.
Women or men, I think we have to create, we have to be the person that we would want to fall in love with, right?
Right, exactly.
And, we also have to respect the fact that not everybody wants to fall in love, Mm-hmm. There are some people who have been in love and been hurt, maybe someone who is very busy career-wise, maybe someone who has children, who just, who isn't necessarily looking to get out there and have one-nighters every night of the week, but at the same time, we want to spend time with quality people. We want to have a nice, fancy dinner with somebody that turns us on physically and intellectually and emotionally. But we don't want to invest our whole heart and soul into this. And I think that we owe it to ourselves to accept that and understand that everybody has different wants.
And I always advocate for guys to be honest with all the women they're dealing with. So it's like, if you're talking to a girl and you're dating her, don't make her think she's the only one, or this is like that type of situation if it's not at that time.
Right.
If you're dating other girls, and let's say if a woman asks you like, hey, are you seeing other people? And if you are, be like, yeah, I'm seeing other people, and it's like, I like the time I'm having with you, but I'm just being honest with you. So everyone's just on the same page. So if she feels comfortable enough to still be with you, then let her, give her that respect to be able to say, okay, I'm cool with that, or I'm not cool with that, and let it be what it is. And the thing is that when you're dating, it's not like you're technically committed to anybody anyway. So it's like, you're free to do what you want anyway, but it's always good to still just be honest with the people that you're dealing with,
And we got to throw the PSA in here. We got to say, if you're going to do that, even if you're with one person, you got to be smart, got to be safe, right? You got to,
right. I mean, exactly.
That's part of it. And fortunately, I think because of education and awareness, that's pretty much become the industry standard. Safety and taking care of yourself and taking care of others. All right, okay. Listen, Mr. Lucario, it's all in fun. Everything you write is written with the best of intentions. You're very respectful towards women. I like that.
Right.
You kind of run the gamut there, and I like that. Mr. Lucario.com, MrLocario.com is the website, and it's there that you can connect with your YouTube page, which has some really fun, entertaining stuff on there. You really take a modern, contemporary approach to relationships. Hey, man, this is great. I wish you continued success, man, and thank you very much for coming on and sharing your wisdom. We appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate that.
Connect with Todd at www.toddnewtononline.com. The Todd Newton Show is produced by Newton Media, all rights reserved.